Income Disclosure Notice. Practicality dictates that everyone's results will vary, as we are all unique and different. Basically, it takes hard work to make a substantial income in this business, and some people will make no money at all. The earnings of a World Global Network partner will be 100% dependent upon their skills, work effort, commitment, leadership capabilities, and market conditions. Common sense would suggest that in most opportunities, one would find exceptional individuals performing well above average, while others perform under the average. World Global Network does not guarantee any level of income or your success. To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
Hey everybody, Steve Carter here. Listen, I want to take the time to thoroughly go over and train the World Global Network compensation plan. It is imperative that people really understand how this plan works. I think it's a work of art. It's a great compensation plan, lots of money inside of it, so you can capitalize and really change your life. But it's important that people understand this, because once they do, they're more than likely going to take advantage of it. So I want to thoroughly cover this, and by the time you get through watching this, I want it to be where you understand it, have no questions, and you know you're going to win. So let's dive right in. Now, starting off, there are 3 steps to success that need to take place, and this is like a foundation that we want to help you lay right up front. Step number 1, become a member. And that's as simple as signing the electronic membership contract. That means you're going to go to someone's website, the person who sponsored you in the business, sign up, and you want to click and select the part that says join the customer referral plan. As soon as you do that, that's step 1 complete. Step 2 is you want to get your first 2 people in, one on your left, one on your right. That's step 2. Now, if you're looking at the screen here, this is what a normal binary, the average comp plan, most companies have binaries that you have one on your left, one on your right, and this is the way it looks. But ours is different. We have what's called an inverted comp plan. So ours goes up. So instead of referring to this as a binary, we refer to this as a skynary. So that means you're going to have one on your left, one on your right. Everything that you build is going to go from there. So this is how it's going to look even when you log into your back office and you click on business and you click on dual team and you click on browse. You'll see your tree. You'll see your hierarchy structure just like this. So step 2 is get one person on your left and one person on your right. Step 3 is help your 2 people get their 2 people. This is the structure that you want to get accomplished immediately, right out of the gate. This is the 3rd of the 3 steps. Step 1 is sign your member contract. Step 2, get your 2 people. Step 3 right here is help your 2 people get their 2 people. As soon as you get that done, you've accomplished the 3 steps. This is done, which means your structure is in place. That means you've at least done what it takes to capitalize and maximize on the potential of what this comp plan is going to pay you. However, never stop recruiting. So even when you accomplish those first 3 steps, I've always taught you've got to lead by example. Your organization is going to duplicate what you do, so you never want to stop recruiting. You want to multiply your efforts, and if people are just watching you and you're constantly talking to people, constantly sharing the opportunity, that's what others will do, and you've got to be the leader to lead by example. So now let's break this down, the 10 ways that you can create wealth out of this plan. And I'm going to break it down to where I'm going to cover, if you look at all 10 of them right here on the screen here, fast start bonuses all the way down to revenue pools. The reality is these are 10 different ways for you to capitalize. And I'm going to cover each way thoroughly and specifically. So let's dive right in. Number 1 is the fast start bonus. Now, what does that mean? Well, you've already accomplished what it takes to be eligible for the fast start bonus if you've already done the 3 steps to success. That means, number 1, fast start bonuses become eligible once you sign the electronic member contract. So again, remember, go to the person that invited you to this. They sponsor you and recruit you into this business. You want to go to their website. You want to sign up as the customer referral option. And when you do that, you are immediately eligible to earn a fast start bonus. How that works is a fast start bonus is 10% of the customer purchase. So whomever you recruit in the business or whatever you sell to someone, Whatever their purchase price is, once they pay that, you earn 10% of that amount. So here's an example. Let's say you get somebody started with the premium bundle. They pay $19.99 to get in. You're going to earn 10% of that. They round it up a dollar. You'll earn a $200 bonus. Now, let's look at the family bundle. $1,349 for people to start at that level, or $1,349 for people to purchase that family bundle pack of helos. The reality is, when that happens, you earn a $135 bonus, which is 10%. And of course, same thing with the personal bundle. Somebody pays $349, you earn a $35 bonus. So you can see the difference in your income based on where people start. Now, here's what I teach everybody, is that knowing that there's a fast start bonus on the table, we don't ever want to make our minimums our maximums. So what I mean is, we want this team, we want the individuals that we work directly with to always stretch a little more. So although you've accomplished the 3 steps of success, that's great, or you're on your way to accomplishing it, that's great. We want you to also make a decision that you personally, with as fast as you can, are going to identify and recruit your first 10 people into this business. And based on the way you want to bring them in, you want to have at least 5 on your left, 5 on your right. That just kind of balances your binary, your organization. But you want to be able to do that as fast as you can. I say, look, shoot for getting this done in 30 days. Shoot for getting the 3 steps of success done in the first week or the first 2 weeks. But let's get your first 10 people recruited. Let's get that done immediately, guys. Okay, now, what happens when you do that? Remember, you get a fast start bonus. So let's use the example that everybody's coming on board at the family bundle. That means everybody's coming in spending $13.49. Now, we know that that may not be what everyone does, but for example purposes, that's what I want to use, because I want to let you see how lucrative this can be when you raise the value for where people actually start. If they're going to be a business owner, then we want people to understand that rather than get in kind of with the customer mentality of only starting at $349, where they get their one helo, they've got it on their wrist, but that's kind of where it stops in terms of their inventory, in terms of their family members. So we want people starting as business-minded individuals and say, look, you want to come in with multiple helos to have your inventory, as well as to be able to give helos to your family members, the loved ones that you care most about. So set your goal to get 10 people to do that. Now, when you do, think about it. 135 times each one of them. You've earned $1,350 just off of fast start bonuses if you do what we're encouraging, which is get your first 10 people started at the family bundle level. Now, number 2 in this comp plan, team volume commission. Let me break down how that works. Is look, you've already positioned yourself to earn commission, team volume commission. Now, remember, in the 3 steps of success, or 3 steps to success, you've already got your person on your left, your person on your right. So you've already done that. Now, depending on where they start will determine what your percentage of commission is. Now, if you've got at least 100 in sales volume on both sides, you earn that 10%. Now, there is a 20% commission. That's where we want everybody to get to. So in order for you to qualify for 20%, you've got to go a little beyond team builder, and you've got to become a team builder executive. All that means is the people you personally recruit on your left side and on your right side, you have to have at least 500 in sales volume on both sides. Now, what that means is this. Here's the way that the volume works, the sales volume. Sell a premium bundle for $19.99, you immediately receive $750 in sales volume. Now, sell a $13.49 family bundle, you immediately receive $500 in sales volume. Sell a personal bundle for $349, you receive $120 in sales volume. So now let's take a look at this. If you want to become a team builder executive, you need at least 500 in personal sales volume on both sides. So you can get either people started at the personal level, but as you can see on the screen here, if they start with the personal bundle, you're going to need at least 5 people to do that for you to get to 500 in sales volume. However, the example here on the right, when you get somebody started at the family bundle or the premium bundle, you immediately have 500 in sales volume on that side. So once you have 500 on both sides, then that is when you start to earn 20%. Now, here's how this works. Think about this. This is when you start really seeing income coming in based on what's growing in your team. Because look, go back to the example and the encouragement that we're giving you of recruiting your first 10 people. The example we used was 5 on your right, 5 on your left, right? Now, here's the deal. Let's say that your left leg, in example purposes only, that your left leg is your lesser of the two, meaning it has a little less volume than the right leg does. That means this is your pay leg. You get paid on your lesser of your two legs. So if you look at this, you've already hit team builder executive if you've come in with 2 people that got started with the family bundle or higher, or you got at least 5 people on both sides that started at the personal bundle. In other words, you have your $500, your 500 in sales volume on both sides based on who you recruited in the business. Once you've done that, if you continue to do what we encourage you, which is get 5 and 5 on 5 people on the left, 5 people on the right, that means you've got 10 people in your business. So think about this. If you've got 4 additional people on your left and 4 additional people on your right, and the reason I'm saying additional is because you had to first qualify for the 20%. You got to get that done first. You need 1 on your left, 1 on your right, and have at least 500 in sales volume on both sides. But when you do that, now you got 4 more people coming in on your pay leg. So if they all start at that family level and they all get started with the loyalty membership plan, that's going to yield you $110 in commission volume off of each person starting. So that means, wow, okay, let's think about this. That's $440 that you've made on the 4 people that came in after you got your first person on your left and right. The other 4 that came in on your left and the other 4 that came on your right, you're going to get paid in your lesser of the 2 legs. So now that means you earned $440. Now, here's the deal. Go back to what you earned already in Fast Start bonuses if you got your 10 people. You've earned $1,350 on Fast Start bonuses, and then you earned an additional $440 on team volume commissions from the 4 people that came in on your lesser leg and they got their family bundles. So here's the reality. You've made almost $1,800 at that point. Now, once you have a team in place, here's where duplication kicks in, is that if you've got all the people in your group, let's say the 5 people on your left, let's say they only go out and recruit 2 people in the business at the family bundle. Well, even if 5 people do that, just 2 people each, you still earn 20% on that total sales volume, which is $5,500 in sales volume. You earn another $1,100 just by helping your individuals in your lesser leg get their first 2 people in the business at the family bundle level. That's another $1,100. So just using this as an example, you've already earned close to $3,000 in the business. So now, let me talk about how this works in terms of a business cycle. Each time you have a business cycle, it's usually 7 days. From Monday at midnight, so at 12:01 on Tuesday a.m., starts a new cycle. That's where the cycle usually starts. Sometimes the company will give us the good fortune of extending it, where we may get a double cycle, or they may extend it a couple days. But the normal business cycle is Monday night to Monday night. So you got 7 days. So here's an example. Let's say in that business cycle, in that 7-day cycle, let's say that on your left side, you've got 5,000 in team volume commission. And on your right side, you've got 9,000 in team volume commission. Think about it. Remember, you get paid on the lesser of the 2. So which leg are you going to get paid on? The one with 5,000 in sales volume. So if you got 5,000 in volume, you know that if you've already maxed out and become a team builder executive, you now earn a permanent 20% commission on everything in your lesser leg. Permanent. You never have to requalify for that 20%. You are locked in for the rest of your career with World Global Network. So using this example, 5,000 on your left, you get 20%. What does that mean? That means you earn $1,000. So $1,000 is what you earn for that particular business cycle. Now, when the cycle ends, I want you to think about this. Look at what you have here. You had 9,000 on your right, you had 5,000 on your left. So what happens is the leftover difference that's left on your right, which remember you got 9,000 over there. If what's left over when everything clears out and the cycle resets, you still have 4,000 in what we call carryover volume. That remains. It starts from day one of the new business cycle. So this is powerful. Now, the other one gets wiped out because you always take the difference between your lesser leg and your greater leg, and you start the cycle fresh. So now you got 0 on your left, you got 4,000 on your right. So now what happens is, listen, you've got something also called spillover. And let me share with you how this spillover works. Let's just say that you're starting a brand new cycle where you have nothing on your left, and the example here is that you've got 4,000 in volume on your right. So let's say you come across somebody, you recruit somebody. Well, as you can see on the screen here, if you've already got your personal recruits in, and let's say personal recruit number 1, as you can see here on the screen, they've already got someone on their left named John. They've got someone on their right named Tracy. Well, you're still building. Remember, we never stop building. Share the business with everybody all the time. So if you come across a new recruit, you already know, looking at the way your structure is right here, which leg are you going to put your new person in? The left leg. Why? Because the greater leg is your right leg. So you always want to build in the lesser of the two legs. So if you're going to get someone started, recruit number 3 goes on your left side. But guess where they go? They go underneath or in the team of whomever was the last person started on that left side, even those that you did not bring in. So what that means is, you see here that John, who is a team member of your personal recruit number 1, John is the benefactor of your personal recruit number 3 getting started. So John, that personal recruit number 3 ends up on John's team, even though you brought them in the business. They're still on your first generation, and I'll teach you what that means, but that's what's called spillover. So John was a benefactor of spillover just because John was in position. So hopefully that's clear what carryover and spillover means. Now, let me talk about the power of duplication. Hitting these ranks, and I made it very simple here on this chart for you to understand what it takes in terms of the amount of family bundles that need to come into your team, your overall team, not just what you do, but what your team members do as well. You can see here that it's clear to calculate. So the column you want to focus on most is right there, right where it says family bundles. That gives you the number of bundles that need to come in a business cycle for you to determine not only the rank you hit, because you can determine the rank based on the amount of volume, and then it determines what your income for that week is. So for example, if you look right here, if you want to go platinum, now guess what? That means between you and the people on your team. Now remember, if we go back to the beginning, we said, look, you want to lay a foundation of getting at least 10 people in the business, 5 on your right, 5 on your left. So if your lesser leg is the left leg as an example, now you got, let's say 5 people over there. Between you and the 5 people, you need to make sure that 10 family bundles are sold or 10 people are recruited at the family bundle level within a business cycle. So if that happens, that's going to yield you 5,000 in volume. That's not even including when they get on the loyalty membership. But if they do this and they get 10 bundles in, collectively, you got 5,000 in volume on that side. If that's still your lesser leg, you made $1,000 for that week. So now you can just look at it and say, okay, I want to hit these different ranks. I want to make this amount of money. You can look at this chart and determine what it takes. So if you want to go diamond, you know that you're going to need at least 19 family bundles coming in. Now, doesn't mean that you can't count the personal bundles. It's just that for every family bundle you bring in or someone brings in, it would take 4 personal bundles or a little more than 4 to match that. So you're just working a lot harder when people are starting at the personal bundle. I just believe we've got to set people up the right way to win. So instead of allowing them to come in with the mentality of a customer, let's get people coming in with the mentality of a business owner or a business builder. So we want them to look at the family bundle and higher. Now we know that sometimes people's finances or their funds don't allow it. So we're not making it black and white, but the reality is I'm using the example as people coming in at the family bundle and they're looking to build. So look, if you want to go diamond, you need 19 people to come in a business cycle at the family bundle level. That'll give you 10,000 in volume, and that'll make you $2,000 for that week. So now you can start to see, wow, If you got people hitting president, that means they got at least about 91 family bundles or a lot more personal bundles or maybe a little bit less premium bundles. But they brought in $50,000 worth of volume, them and their team. And that person that's a president earned $10,000 for that week or for that business cycle, which is usually a week. Now, you can see now, just go all the way to the top president millionaire or grand president millionaire. Look, the reality is there is a lot of money being made at these levels. Now, that's just based on people coming in the business and purchasing the products. But now let's also talk about the residual side of this, because every single person on the team, we are encouraging everybody to get on the loyalty plan. It is more value in being on the loyalty plan than it is not being on the loyalty plan. And I'll give you an example of what kind of money this can yield when your entire organization is committed to this. Now, the numbers right now, I believe the last that we were told based on data with corporate is that it was about 78% retention rate of people that are on the loyalty plan and in the business. So 78%, that is an extremely high retention rate of people paying their loyalty plan. That's fantastic. And I'll tell you, it's because you got more to lose not being on the loyalty plan than you do being on it. So now, let's just round this down to 75%. Here's a chart that I created that says, look, you've got 100 business partners in your lesser leg. For example, 75% of them are on the loyalty plan. Well, every time someone's on the loyalty plan, 30 in sales volume goes into that binary, your left leg. You get 20% of that 30 sales volume. Now, 20% of 30 is $6 in real money. I know that when I left my last company, I spent many years over there, but we built an organization of close to 100,000 people in our team. So I'm just imagining that kind of volume over in this comp plan. Let me share with you. Look, let's say you build it bigger. You get 1,000 people. Look at the chart. You got 1,000 people in your lesser leg. If 75% of them are on the loyalty plan, which is 750 people, you're earning $6 a month on everyone that pays their loyalty plan. That is $4,500 a month in residual recurring income. Now, let's bump it up. 5,000 people, 22 grand a month in income. 10,000 people in your lesser leg on the loyalty plan, or 75% of them, 45,000 in monthly income. What if you got 20,000 people in your lesser leg and 75% of them, which is 15,000 people, are paying their loyalty membership? You realize you're making 120 grand a month just off of people staying loyal to the membership. Now, folks, this is lucrative. Not only that, you want to, so in order for you to determine your income, this column right here is the key. How many people are in that lesser leg and how many of them are on the loyalty plan? Now, number 3, we have what's called a money box. Here's the thing. It goes right back to that loyalty plan. Anyone that's on the loyalty plan for at least 12 consecutive months. I'm not talking 12 months out of 2 years or 12 months out of 15 months. It's got to be back-to-back 12 consecutive months. When you do that, you are eligible for a 1% payout cumulatively of all the volume that was in your lesser leg for that entire 12 months. So let me give you an example. Let's go back to you being a platinum in this business as an example. Now, if you've got 5,000 in sales volume on your left and 9,000 in sales volume on your right, same example we've been using, well, here's what happens. You get 1% of that 5,000. That's your lesser leg. That's $50 that goes into the loyalty, into the money box. Now, that's in a pay cycle. So remember, that's probably in a week. But if you did that every single week for the month, you got $200 for the month that just banked in your loyalty box. But what about what that means for the year? If that happened every month for an entire 12 consecutive months, you'd end up with $2,400 in your money box, which is paid out in the form of a commission to you because you stayed on the loyalty plan for 12 straight months in a row without missing a payment. Now you see why we have a 78% retention rate. And I use the example of rounding it down to just 75%. So hopefully you're getting a lot out of this plan. Now, number 4, rank recognition. You need to understand the quadrants. The quadrants are very simple, is that there are 4 quadrants. Although we have 12 positions in this company, it really gets separated by the 4 quadrants. You've got the relatively beginning quadrant, which are the position of silver and gold and platinum. We're proud of individuals that have gotten that done. They're on their way. They're getting their business up and running. That's more of the beginning phase. But the secondary phase are the diamonds and double diamonds and grand diamonds. This is when you even begin to get different recognition from the company. I mean, little things like VIP seating, invitations to certain things. So it changes when you become a diamond. That's why we set our milestone in our team as the diamond is the first real celebrated position that we want to highlight people. We know your life is changing and we know you're well on your way. But that next category of positions, president and above, you get even more recognition. You get even more exclusivity with the company. Company treats the presidents. They have private president council meetings, things that you're flown into, high-level resorts, and you're sitting down with all the top leaders in the company, presidents and above. But once you get to that top echelon, president, millionaire, and higher, you really looked at almost as extended corporate members of the company. You're in those high-profile meetings. You're making decisions with the company, and then you also get some of the extra perks like the VIP trips to different places around the world, exotic places all over. So president, millionaire, and higher, that's the upper echelon that we all strive to get to. And I'm encouraging all of you, set your sights on you being in that category. Number 5, matching bonuses. Here's how this works. You must be a team developer to qualify for matching bonuses. Now, here's the deal. If you've already accomplished the 3 steps of success that we talked about at the very beginning of this training, then you're already structured as a team developer. So congratulations. Once you have it, you have one on your left, one on your right. You help them get their left and right each. You're a team developer and you are eligible for these matching bonuses. Let me share with you how the matching bonuses work. It means every time you personally bring someone into this business, then they're on your first generation. Whatever their income is, no matter what it is, you earn 10% of their income. So I'll give you an example. Look, you can see here on the chart, 10% goes across the board for everybody at every position for those that bring someone in the business. So it doesn't matter what position you're in. If you bring someone in and you've at least hit team developer and you're at least at the silver, which is the very beginning rank promotion, then you're going to earn 10% on every single person's income that you personally brought into this business. Here's an example. You've got your first 2 people in, recruit number 1, recruit number 2. Those are people you brought to the business. But now your recruit number 1, they recruited John in. They recruited Tracy in. You don't know John and Tracy, but they're in your team underneath your first recruit. Now, because you're still building, remember the scenario that if this is what your volume looked like in the beginning of a cycle, then you know this is the leg you're going to build in. So when you recruit your recruit number 3, guess what happens? They're underneath John. They get placed in John's team on your left side, but they're still on your first generation. So it doesn't matter where they fall in the tree. This looks like they're down on your 1, 2, 3, your third level. No, they're down on your third level, but they're your first generation because you personally recruited that person, which means you are going to still get the 10% commission on that person. So what does that mean? You help, let's say an example, you help 10 people just earn $1,000 a month. Folks, let me tell you something. You get somebody to $1,000 a month in this business, they're going to continue building. They're not going to quit the business. They're not going to quit on themselves. They're going to continue striving because they know that if they can get to 1,000, they can get it bigger. So you help 10 people do that, which is what I love, is that when you help others accomplish what they need, then you automatically by default get what you're looking for as well. So help 10 people get to 1,000 a month. Look what happens. It's very simple to understand. If you earn 10%, on every one of those 10 people, you earn 10% of their 1,000 that they're earning, which is $100. But if it's 10 of them, that means your income in total matching bonuses is $1,000 a month also. So help 10 people get to 1,000 a month, and your matching bonus is 1,000 a month, above and beyond everything we've already talked about. Number 6 is the car bonus. The car bonus is, again, remember that exclusive rank of diamond and above. If you maintain the rank of diamond for 4 consecutive commission cycles, then, which could be all in just 1 month, every week for 1 month, you earn an additional $1,000. Now let's go back. I want to remind you of something. When you're a diamond, you're automatically making $2,000 for that week if you qualify during that business cycle as a diamond. So think about it. If you do it for 4 consecutive weeks because you're going for your car bonus, you've already earned $2,000 4 times. That's $8,000. Plus the $1,000 car bonus, you've earned no less than $9,000 as a diamond who has been consistent for 4 consecutive months. Number 7, the diamond events. Again, we see how now diamond has its own exclusive perks. So you maintain the rank of diamond, you start to earn trips around the world, meals paid for and all kinds of stuff, luxury gala dinners, amazing shows. Usually diamonds, even if it's something where the entire company is involved, diamonds usually will get VIP seating and so forth. So diamond events and just being at that rank has its perks. Number 8, the luxury bonuses. Now this is just where the company says, look, when you become a president and above, well, they're going to give you a luxury timepiece. Beautiful watch. I was blessed to get one of these, and it's a really nice timepiece to have on your wrist, and that's for the presidents and above. Very simple to understand. Number 9, the Millionaires Club. The Millionaires Club is very simple. You achieve president, millionaire, and above, and you have put yourself in the upper echelon of leaders in this company. You're part of the exclusive corporate meetings with the owners, the CEO, the rest of the corporate staff. You're actually in those meetings contributing to the decisions that are being made. What else happens? Exclusive events that are only available at the president millionaire level and above. I know that at the time of this recording, next month, the president millionaires are going to Italy. So we're talking all expense paid. So it is definitely a perk to be in the upper echelon of positions in this company of President Millionaire and higher. One of the other most exciting aspects of President Millionaire is the private jet program. Here's how this works. You hit President Millionaire at least 1 time in any business cycle within a year. You have a 1-year membership to an exclusive private jet company that our company is doing business with. And you can fly unlimited times for that entire year anywhere that this jet company flies. Folks, we're changing the way network marketing is done. This is class on a whole nother level. Now, number 10 and final is the Millionaire Pool bonus. Folks, 1% of the company's revenue is shared each pay cycle with the president millionaires and above. Folks, let me give you an example as we close this out. The power of 1%. Here's an example. The company right now currently has about $150 million in revenue on an annual basis. But there is no doubt in my mind that this company is going to get to $500 million. They'll get to $500 million in revenue. So what would that look like when you are a president millionaire? Well, let's look at the numbers. $500 million in annual revenue of the company. Divide that by 12 months. That's $46.6 million per month that is being calculated. And then if you break that down to a business cycle, which is a week, that's 10.4 million in a week. So $10 million in a business cycle, you earn 1% of that split amongst the other president millionaires. That means there's $104,000 split amongst the few elite that are at the president millionaire level and above. So folks, this gives you the power of, with 1%, when this company becomes a billion-dollar company or this company becomes a multi-billion-dollar company, folks, this bonus alone is going to be extremely lucrative and beneficial for people's families. So let's get this thing done. So wrapping this up, guys, it is time to go to work. When do you go to work? My suggestion right now. Get it done for your family. Listen, folks, I appreciate you taking time. Hopefully, I have clarified some things to those of you that may not have fully had an understanding of how this comp plan works. It was my honor to do so, and I hope it's a blessing to you and your team. And I'm wishing all of you massive success. My name is Steve Carter, presently a double president with this company, not for long because I get it. I know this comp plan, and hopefully now, so do you. So I thank you for your time. God bless each and every one of you. Let's take your business to the next level, and you can do it. Take care, everybody.